We have Brian on the floor right now. It looks like
Yes,
he's
we
with
do.
the XT6.
Yes, we have an Xt6 Platinum here that is available and it is on the floor currently. So anybody that's interested can stop in, take a look at it. But this is it's in satin steel there. Like I said, it is a Platinum. Um, a lot of nice features on this vehicle. It's pretty well loaded up, heads-up display, surround vision cameras, adaptive cruise control. You have panoramic sunroof, all of your safety features. So your forward collision, lane departure, things like that. This one will actually park itself, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
Parallel parks and will actually perpendicularly park, so it'll pull you back into a parking spot if you're out at the mall or grocery shopping, wherever. This is Cadillac's 3-row SUV here that, if you don't need to go all the way up to an Escalade as far as size, this is the only other 3-row SUV that they offer. So one of the other things really nice with these, they have the hands-free liftgate, power liftgate, the keyless entry. This one here again being the Platinum, you do have like on the door handles, you've got little lighting there. So at night when you walk up to it, it has approach lighting. So those things light up. As you walk up to it also, it will, as soon as you have the key fob with you, projects a little Cadillac emblem down on the floor there. And just kind of shows you where your hands-free liftgate would be. But, these really nice vehicles. The second row slides back and forth to kind of give those people in the third row a little bit more room if you do have anybody back there. Your third row is power folding. So you open up back and there's some buttons there. But here you got the captain's chairs. You can get this with a bench seat across the second row there. But your seats right here in the second row, those are both heated. And you have on the back of the console, you have your controls for your climate and your heated seats. And the nice thing about this is with some 3-row SUVs, you tend to get, in the summertime, the air going back to that third row can sometimes get a little bit warm as it's traveling back there. So one unique thing about this vehicle is it actually has its own air conditioning compressor for the third row. So you have everybody in the back there, your vents there on the top, but anybody in the back, they're going to be getting cool air, just like everybody else up front. So the other nice thing about this vehicle is it actually kind of has stadium seating. So if you can kind of see there how the second row sits up a little higher than the first, and the third row sits up a little bit higher than that. So everybody has a clear view out of the front windshield of the vehicle. So that's another cool feature that you don't really see too much in SUVs.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we come around here to the front, you're going to see, so this has the electronic shifter, and you'll see there's a little pass through there because it doesn't have an actual transmission running through there. So there's a little storage bin there. You do have kind of like a cigarette style charger there. So if you need to, you can plug something in, whether it's a laptop, an iPad, anything like that, you can plug that charger in there and stick it down out of the way. Otherwise, you have your electronic shift. You have your volume knob right below that, and then your shuffle control there that will actually, you can either use a touch screen or you use that knob right there to kind of move stuff around on the touch screen. And then you have some kind of direct buttons there for your navigation, your music, phone controls. This comes with wireless charging for your cell phones. Also wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Heated and ventilated front seats on this one here. You have the heated steering wheel.
Those seats look so comfortable.
They are very comfortable for, getting into a smaller SUV. I know sometimes that you have an issue with that, whether the seats are a little too narrow, a little too short. But for this vehicle, it's actually a very comfortable seat.
Mm-hmm.
Got all of your controls there for, on the steering wheel for all of your hands-free. So your phone calls, your heated steering wheel, cruise control, your driver information screen. This comes with your IntelliBeam automatic high beam. So that button to turn that on and off is on the end of the turn signal stalk over there. This has rain sensing wipers. So basically just put it up into the auto setting and you set your intermittent setting, and that's it. You don't never have to touch them again. They automatically come on whenever it detects moisture on the windshield, and will automatically adjust the speed depending on how much there is. This one also comes equipped with the rear view camera mirror, which is a pretty cool feature. You have, obviously, it's going to work just like a normal rear view mirror, but you can kind of see the little lever that's underneath there. So that just flips forward, and when the vehicle is turned on, there's an additional camera in the back there. And what it does is it connects to that camera and it takes out all of your blind spots. So it makes it really nice. If you do have a car full of people, you're not trying to look out the rear window with a bunch of heads in the way. So takes all that blind spot out of there. And in the newer version of these, it's really nice because you can actually brighten the picture that you get on there. You can also zoom in and out and adjust it height wise up and down, so you can get a kind of like that perfect setting for you.
It is nice.
And this one here, because it is the Platinum, you're going to see there, I know Brian just kind of touched it there, but you have the Alcantara Headliner. So it's like a suede leather, which is kind of separates it from any of the other trim levels. It kind of gives you the Platinum feel.
More luxurious feel.
Yes. This one also has a motion detector, so there's a little button that was there in between the map lights there that you can actually turn that on and off. So that's nice if if somebody tries to break in, smashes the window, maybe in the summertime you just run into the store or something, you leave the windows down but lock the doors, so that motion detector will go off if it senses any movement inside the vehicle. And it has its own alarm that's completely separate from the regular horn alarm, so it's not like they can get in there and disconnect it. This has the new Bose Performance stereo. It's really nice how they added these aluminum. You have the aluminum speaker grills there, so that's a really nice touch. It kind of gives it a little classy look there.
I like how you mentioned, like if you didn't fully want to do an Escalade, this is another option with 3 rows, because that's what I think of as the Escalade if you want a third row. So this is another option that people have.
Yeah, and for the longest time, Cadillac had a 3-row smaller SUV back years ago in the SRX, and it just didn't really sell. Everybody was kind of buying the Escalade, but it's price wise, what it comes down to. You don't need to spend $90,000, $100,000 on an Escalade if you have a smaller family. So these are all going to come standard here. You have the LED lighting in the front. Again, this has a surround vision camera, so you have your camera there in the front. You have your LED piping down the side there, which that will turn into your turn signals. Anytime you turn those on, and you also have corner lighting here, which is really nice. Anytime at night your headlights are on and you're turning left or right, you have a little light that's right there next to the turn signals that will either light up to the left or right as you're turning. So it gives you a nice kind of lights up that, the side that usually it's kind of harder to see.
It has a really nice, sleek, futuristic look, kind of.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of, all the Cadillacs now have gone with this styling with the sleek kind of thin headlight, and the bigger kind of in your face grille. So, whether it's the XT5, the XT6, the Escalade, the CT5, the CT4, they all carry over that same look.